Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to sunny Sanford, Maine, where we're here at Partners Bank Gymnasium to see our Sanford Spartans volleyball team take on the Kennebunk Rams. The officials had just gone over the lineups and passed the ball in, and we are ready to get underway. Hannah Morrison serves to our Spartans. Spartans volley back over. And a beautiful block by Cora Eckelman for the Spartans to get the point and to get serve. So after a Tori Lawrence serve, Kennebunk Rams fail to get the ball back over. Spartans point. Lawrence again fires away. Rams lined up for a nice spike. Spartans counter and volley back. Rams. Number 5, Mallory Bortz, with a little bit of touch over the net. And she will be subbing out as Ashley Robinson comes in to serve for the Rams. Rams served, doesn't quite clear the net. Point goes to the Spartans, who now lead 3-1. Cora Eckelman will be serving for the Spartans. Beautiful serve, difficult to return. Point goes to the Spartans off the deflection out of bounds. Eckelman bounces and serves over. Rams return. Ball goes out of bounds. So again, point goes to our Spartans. Eckelman with another serve. 3-ball going over. Unfortunately, a deflection on the part of the Spartans going out of bounds. And the ball will return to the Rams. Serving for the Rams was Rachel Brask. Spartans need a 3-ball to get it over. Difficult knuckleball to handle on the part of the Rams. Deflected out of bounds. The point again goes to the Spartans. Now serving for the Spartans is number 21, Grace Davey. Excellent volleys by each team. Rams use a 3-ball to get over. Davey sets up a deep drop for over the other side. And the Rams didn't know who had that one. And it falls for another point for the Spartans. Davey's serve falls a little short. Ball returns to the Rams. And number 7, Samantha Fortin, will be serving for the Rams. Spartan's going to need a 3-ball to get that back over. Good setup for the Rams. Unable to spike. Spartans set up nicely. Sage Study sent it back over to the Rams side. Rams send it back to the Spartans. Sage slams that one home for the kill. Point goes to the Spartans. Spartans now lead 8-3. And serving for the Spartans senior Lillian Finland. Beautiful serve that was blocked. Well, the serve went over for the Spartans. Kennebunk attempted to return, and it looks like there may have been a net violation on the part of the Spartans. So the point actually goes to the Rams in that part. Nice job by the Spartans to hit it where they weren't. Again, another point goes to the Spartans. Sage Study will be serving for the Spartans. Beautiful setup by the Rams. Nice dig by Finland to return it to the Rams side. Again, Grace Davies sets a table. Cora Eckelman slams it back across to the Rams side. Rams return fire. It was a good attempt to dig that out. Just couldn't quite get it set up. Ball goes out of bounds. Point goes to the Rams. Serving for the Rams is Jillian LaPointe. Sends it over. Awkward angle for us to return. Ace goes to the Rams. Ball barely clears the net. Skips over the top. Falls for an ace for the Rams. Spartans look to change their defensive alignment a little bit. As LaPointe sends a floater over, drops it just over the heads of the front row of the Spartans. Rams trail by 1. Excellent serve by the Rams. Spartans return it to the Rams side. Rams set up. Excellent block by Eckelman. Rams hit it into the net. After Eckelman was able to return the ball to the Rams side for the Spartan point. After the Ella Van Giesen serve and a couple of quick volleys, the Rams were unable to return the ball. Again, for another point for our Spartans. Was a violation on the first serve attempt. Van Giesen will fire again. Serve clears. Rams were able to get it over. Eckel stuffed it back. This time just unable to clear the net. Ball falls on the Spartan side. Rams take over service. Number 18, Hannah Morrison serves. Spartans unable to return. Point again goes to the Rams, who trail by 1. Morrison sends it deep. Good setup by the Spartans. Need a 3-ball to get it over. Rams set up nicely. Slammed home by the Rams' Rachel Brask. However, there was a net violation, so the ball will go to the Spartans. After the Lawrence serve, Rams are able to return it, and Eckelman sends the ball home for the Spartans. Point goes to the Spartans. Lawrence will again serve. Lawrence sends it over, unable to be set up by the Rams. Ball drops. Point goes to the Spartans. Lawrence fires a fastball over the fence. Blocked. Rams try to return. Blocked by Eckelman. Ball falls on the Rams side. This one didn't quite clear the net for Lawrence. So service will go to the Kennebunk Rams. At this point in the first set, Spartans 15, Kennebunk 11. Ashley Robinson is serving for the Rams. Beautiful setup and return by the Spartans. Eckelman's able to send it home for the kill and the point. She will now be serving for the Spartans. Excellent serve. Rams set it up, unable to get the ball back over the net. Point goes to the Spartans. Eckelman will again be serving. After a return volley by the Rams, the Spartans were unable to set that one back up, and the ball drops on the Spartan side. Returning service to the Rams. After a Rachel Brask serve, Spartans returned it. However, the hit by Kennebunk was illegal, and the ball will be returned to the Spartans. Grace Davey serves. Good setup by the Rams. Difficult angle for the hitter. Hits it into the net. Point again goes to the Spartans. Another serve by Davey. Tried to be sneaky there on the Kennebunk side, tipping it over the net. Unfortunately, it didn't quite clear, so the Spartans again get the point and now lead 20-12 here in the first set. Hope you all had an opportunity today to get outside and enjoy some of this nice spring weather. It looks nice outside. Again, I have to thank WSSR-TV director Sarah Schnell for allowing me an opportunity to hang out with her. Again, all by my lonesome. No one to help commentate with me, but that's all right. We're trying to give you the best product we can and keep the folks entertained out there. Spartans come back from the Kennebunk timeout. Grace Davey ready to serve for the Spartans. Rams able to dig that, push it back over. Davey tried to tip it over. The Rams sent it right back off the deflection out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Rams after they pick up the point, and Samantha Fortin will be serving for the Kennebunk Rams. Excellent serve right down the line, returned by Sage Study to the Kennebunk side. Good dig by Eckelman and the setup by Davey. Sage sends it back over. Rams volley right back. again looking to try and place these shots. That was some interesting finesse back over by Sage to try and get the point for the Spartans. Rams able to return it. Excellent, excellent spike by Finland to put it right inside the end line for the Spartans, giving them the point and returning service to the Spartan side. Lillian Finland serves to the Kennebunk side. Kennebunk needs a 3-ball just to barely clear the net. Unable to get that one. Very awkward angle for the Spartans to return. Hands the ball back to the Rams for service. Madeline Robbie Johnston serving for the Rams. Jump serve skims over the net, falls inbounds, and give the point to the Rams. Robbie Johnston again sends it right over, skims right above the net. Difficult to return for the Spartans. Another ace for the Rams. Another serve. Again, difficult angles. She is placing those serves right where the Spartans are not, forcing them to make awkward returns. All part of the strategy in the game of volleyball. At this point, Coach Gerard Hill calls timeout for the Spartans, making sure he has his defensive alignment set for the upcoming serve, trying to protect the most real estate they can so the Rams can't drop it in on them. Robbie Johnston sends her jump serve to the Spartans. Grace Davey sets it up. Sage Studdy drops it right inside the line for the point for the Spartans. Substitution made for the Spartans. And Sage Studdy will be serving. Serve goes over. Kennebunk sets himself up for a hit. Spartans able to dig that out. Grace Davey sets up Eckelman for the spike. Unable to clear the net. Point goes to the Rams. Substitutions made on both sides. Jillian Lapointe dribbles and sends a long serve to the Spartans. Spartans need a 3-ball to send it over. Knuckleball hard to return for the Rams. Gives the point to the Spartans, who now lead 23-18, nearing the end of set 1. Another substitution. Ella Van Giesen subs in and will be serving for the Spartans. She pounds the ball into the court. Sends the ball right over the net. Kennebunk sets himself up, needing a 3-ball to return. Davey sets up Eckelman, who drives the ball home in the center of the court for the Spartan point. Van Giesen again, ready to serve. Dribbles the ball. Sends it to the Kennebunk side. Rams able to set themselves up. Spartans able to defend. Lawrence sends a shot back. Rams needed 3-ball. Cora Eckelman sends it back to the Rams side. Good talking on both sides. Volleys excellent on both parts. And after an excellent volley by both teams, Rachel Brask from the Kennebunk Rams was able to tip it home for the point for the Rams. Hannah Morrison sends the serve deep for the point for the Spartans. And that is the end of set one. Spartans win 25-19. At this time, we'll take a brief intermission. We're about to begin set number 2 here at Partners Bank Gymnasium here at Sanford High School. Glad you can join us this Wednesday afternoon as the officials quickly check the rosters of who is on the floor to make sure they have the rotation set for this set. Appears that he has checked the Sanford sideline, and it appears that he now will verify the Kennebunk sideline. Again, I just want to reach out, and any students interested in doing some announcing in the future, let us know. I'd be glad to get you in here and give you a shot. Spartans are ready to start off this second set with Tori Lawrence serving to the Kennebunk Rams. Rams able to just tip that one over. Eckelman was able to get the ball over for the Spartans. Spartans dig that out. Grace Davey tips it over to the Kennebunk side. Excellent spike by Rebecca Brask of the Kennebunk Rams. However, it was blocked by Cora Eckelman. For the point for the Spartans, Lawrence again serves. Rams return. Spartans unable to volley back. Handing the ball back to the Kennebunk Rams. Hannah Morrison serves for the Kennebunk Rams. Davies able to save that one from deep out of bounds. 3-ball gets it over for the Spartans. 3-ball needed by the Rams to get it back over. Davey sets up Eckelman. Eckelman unable to get that one to land inbounds on the near side corner. Point again goes to the Rams. Excellent setup. Morrison slaps the ball over to the Spartan side. Spartans unable to return. Again, point goes to the Rams. Morrison again readies. Drives the ball to the Spartan side. Finland sends it to the far corner. Kennebunk, Rams unable to return. Returning service to the Spartans. Cora Eckelman will be serving for the Spartans. Kennebunk sets himself up. Decent return. Finland again set up wonderfully by the Spartans. Sends it to the far side corner. Deflected out of bounds. Point again goes to the Spartans. We are tied at 3 in the second set. Eckelman will again be serving. She drives a floater across. Rams send it right back. It was tipped right back to the Spartans, giving the point to the Spartans. Eckelman dribbles the ball, readies to serve, sends it to the other side. Very, very deep. Deflected out of bounds by the Rams. Again, an ace for Eckelman. He sends it over. Rams get set, drives the ball. Net play on that one, not in the Spartans' favor. Grace Davey unable to tip the ball over to the Spartan side, or to the Rams side. Point goes to the Rams. After the Robinson serve, Spartans return to the Rams side. Rams unable to counter that offensive. Point goes to the Spartans. Grace Davey serves. She sends it to the far sideline. Rams have to 3-ball to get over. Davey sets the table for Sage Study, who drives the ball to the far corner. Inbounds, point Spartans. Excellent play, excellent movement by the Spartans on that volley. Davey serves again. Rams set up nicely. That time the favor was returned by Rachel Brask of Kennebunk. She puts it in the near side far corner, giving the point to the Rams. And now she will take over service for Kennebunk. Brask's serve heads over. Spartans set up and counter. Return to the Rams. Rams need a 3-ball to get it over. Again, Spartans set up well. Sage Study places that ball exactly in the right spot. Nobody home for the Rams. Point goes to the Spartans. Quick substitution. Libero in for the Spartans. After the Finland serve, Rams unable to return. Point goes to the Spartans. Finland sends it again. deep serve. Rams set up nicely to return. Davy presses the ball back across to the Rams side. Again, another nice tip by Davy. Dumps it over to the other side. Rams unable to return. Point goes to the Spartans. Finland sets and delivers. Rams again set up nicely. Unable to get the ball over the net after the drive and the block by Sage Study. No violations. That is another point for the Spartans. Finland dribbles. Sends another deep drive. Rams need a 3-ball to get it over. Oh. Ball deflects off the basketball hoop. Back to a spot. And falls to the floor. Spartans unable to return. I would call that a fluke play. Samantha Fortin for the Rams. Sends a drive, drops it right over the net. Spartans struggle to return that one. Point goes to the Rams. Fortin serves again, a floater. No rotation on that ball whatsoever. Spartans need a 3-ball to get it over. Kennebunk sets himself up. A beautiful hit. That was blocked by Sage Study. And there was a double hit on the Kennebunk side, giving the point to the Spartans. Sage Study will be serving for the Spartans. Sage sends it deep. Libero unable to handle that one in the deep portion of the court. Gives the point to the Spartans. Sage Study's serve at that time would not quite clear the net. Point Rams. At this point in the second set, Spartans lead 13-8. And Madeline Robbie Johnston serves for the Rams. Jump serve gets over. Davy able to set up Eckelman at the net. Spartans again playing very well defensively. Study able to drive that one from the back row. Rams unable to return. Ball returns to the Spartans after the point. Ella Van Giesen will be serving for the Spartans. He sent a floater, unable to clear the net. Point goes to the Rams. And Ella Compton serves for the Rams. High serve. Spartans able to set that up. Need a 3-ball to get it over. Rams again set. Nice defensively to return it. 3-ball needed by the Spartans to return. Kennebunk set that up a little too close to the net. It was a 50-50 ball. Nobody knew quite which side it was going to fall. Falls on the Rams side. Point goes to the Spartans. After the Lawrence serve, Kennebunk able to rally and send it back to the Spartans. Spartans unable to return, giving the point to the Rams. Hannah Morrison sends it just above the net, skims the top of the net right over. Difficult spot to be dug out by the Spartans. Point Rams. Morrison again sends it. Spartans dig it, but it goes out of bounds. Ace for Morrison. Point to the Rams, who now trail 15-12. Morrison sends it. Spartans dig it out, set it up nicely. Eckelman sends it. Rams able to counter. That was a deep one. Landed inbounds right on the end line. Point goes to the Rams. That was excellent placement by Brask. Morrison again floats one over. Davey set up nice, drops it over to the Kennebunk side. Again, excellent placement by the Rams. Spikes it home. Far side, end line. Point goes to the Rams, who now trail only by 1 here in the second set. Timeout called by the Spartans. Morrison again sends it deep. Spartans unable to return. And we have a tie at 15 here in the second set. Morrison dribbles, spins the ball, and sends it to the Spartans. Davey sets up Finland. Finland slams it home. However, the Rams are there to return. Sends it back to the Spartans. Eckelman drops it over to the other side. Again, back and forth, back and forth. Rams attempt to drop it in an awkward spot. 3-ball needed by the Spartans to return it. Another nice setup. Brask sends it over to the Spartans. Finland able to tip it over. Finally, one team gives in, and the Rams hit it into the net. Point goes to the Spartans. Eckelman serves for the Spartans. Rams attempt to send that one from the middle of the court. Ball driven into the net. Drops on the Kennebunk side, giving the point to the Spartans. Eckelman again will serve. She sends it over. A lot of pace on that serve. Sage Study was set up again by Davey. Drops it in right over the front line of the Rams. Point goes to the Spartans. Eckelman serves again. Rams set up nicely. Brask able to send it to the far back corner. Nobody home for the Spartans. Point goes to the Rams, who now trail by 2. Substitution made by the Rams. Ashley Robinson comes in to serve. She runs up and sends it over. Spartans unable to return that serve. Ace goes to the Rams. Intense back and forth game so far. Again, she drops it in. Difficult location to pick up by our Spartans. Tie ball game at 18. She sends a serve deep. Spartans able to return. Set up nicely. Study slams it. Gets it to the back row. Deflected out of bounds. Point goes to the Spartans. Grace Davey will be serving for the Spartans. She sends it. Didn't quite clear the net. Drops on the Spartan side. Point goes to the Rams. We are tied up at 19. Rachel Brask sends it over. Again, puts it right on the line. Difficult to return for the Spartans. Brask gets the point. She sets deep, moves forward, sends it to the Spartan side. Spartans set up nice. Sage Study drops it over. Rams able to return it. Spartans able to return it. Looks like we had a carry on the part of the Rams. Point goes to the Spartans. Lillian Finland will be scoring, serving, and hopefully scoring for the Spartans. Three ball needed to return it for the Rams. Study drops it just over the top of the net. Nobody home on that side. Point goes to the Spartans. Finland sets up, sends it over. Unable to dig that one out in the back row for the Rams. Point Spartans. Finland has the Spartans up 2. She sends it back over to the Rams side. Did not quite clear the net. Drops on the Rams side. Spartans lead 23-20 late in the second set. Finland dribbles. Sends it over to the Rams side. Again, ball not quite up to the net. Rams confused as to where that's going to land. Drops on the Rams side. Point goes to the Spartans. Finland sends it deep. Looks like a 3-ball needed to get over to the Spartans. Set up nicely for Sage Study. Rams unable to return. Kill goes to the Spartans. Point goes to the Spartans. Set goes to the Spartans, who win 25-20 here in the second set. We will take a quick break. We are back for set number 3 here at Partners Bank Gymnasium at Sanford High School. We are in the 3rd set of the Spartans taking on the Kennebunk Rams in volleyball action today. Officials are verifying roster positions and the rotation set. We've already verified the Spartan side. Officials making sure they're set in the right position. A little bit of confusion there, but we've got it straightened out. Libero will substitute in for Kennebunk. And it looks like we are ready to begin this 3rd set. After the dribble by Morrison, she sends the serve over. 3 ball needed by the Spartans to return it to the Rams side. Drive by the Rams. 3 ball again needed on defense for the Spartans. Good dig by the Spartans. Tipped over by Eckelman. Dropped it in behind the front line of the Rams. Point goes to the Spartans to start out this 3rd set. Tori Lawrence serves for the Spartans. She sends it deep. A lot of heat on that one. 3 ball needed by the Rams to get it over. Grace Davey sets up Finland, who sends it over the tip. Miscommunication by the Rams. Point after the ball falls on the Rams side. Ball goes back to Lawrence, who serves. She sends it to the back row of the Rams. That was a tough one. Eckelman was able to block that, but the ball fell back on the Spartan side, unable to dig that out. Point goes to the Rams. Substitution made for the Rams. Ashley Robinson will be serving. Jump serve. Flies into the net. Ball drops on the Kennebunk side. Point goes to the Spartans. Cora Eckelman will be serving for the Spartans. She sends it right above the net. A lot of drive on that one. Difficult to return for the Rams. Ball deflected out of bounds. Point goes to the Spartans. Eckelman again sets, fires, sends it to the back row of the Rams. Tipped back by Sage Study onto the Kennebunk Rams side for the point as the Spartans lead 5-1 here in this 3rd set. Eckelman serves again. Difficult 3 ball return by the Rams. Davey sets up Finland, who sends it deep. Rams again look to need a 3 ball to get it back over. Oh, and it drops right in the middle of the Spartans. Substitution on the part of the Rams. Jillian LaPointe serves for the Rams. That one unable to clear. Skimmed the top of the net. Falls on the Kennebunk side. Point goes to the Spartans. Grace Davies serving. He sends a high one to the Kennebunk side. Again, looks like a 3 ball needed to return to the Spartan side. Finland sends it. Dug out by the Rams. Sent back over. Mishit by Sage Study. Ball does not clear the net. Point goes to the Rams. Had the Rams a little bit on their heels there. Samantha Fortin sends it over to the Spartan side. Sage Study sends it too deep. Falls outside the end line. Point goes to the Rams. Samantha Fortin dribbles. Left-handed serve. Knuckleball sent over to the Spartan side. 3 ball needed to return. Ball falls out of bounds. Drops out of bounds. Point goes to the Rams. Again, the lefty serve heads to the far sideline. Out of bounds, it falls. Point goes to the Spartans. Lillian Finland will be serving for the Spartans, who are up by 2. She sends it over. Good setup by the Rams. Brask sends it home to the middle of the Spartans' defense. Spartans unable to return. Point goes to the Rams. Madeline Robbie Johnston back deep, ready to serve. Long jump serve. Sends it back to the Spartans. Tip on the part of the Spartans unable to clear the net. We have a tie game at 7. Another jump serve just barely clears over the net. The ball slowed down just enough that the back row couldn't quite get to it. Point goes to the Rams. This jump serve doesn't quite clear the net. Ball falls on the Kennebunk side. Point goes to the Spartans. Sage Study will drop back and be serving for the Spartans. A lot of heat on that one. Didn't quite make it over the net. Point goes to the Rams. Rachel Brask will be serving. She sends it high and deep to the Spartans. Spartans able to dig that one over. Madeline Boritz was able to send it back to the Spartans side. Spartans able to return. Tipped over to the Spartans. Grace Davies sets up Cora Eckelman. Eckelman sends it. It's deep. Rams unable to get to that one. Tipped out of bounds. Point goes to the Spartans. Substitution now for the Spartans. Celia Momini comes in and is serving for the Spartans. She gets it over. Rams able to return. Spartans send it. Rams able to 3-ball it out. However, that ball falls out of bounds. And point goes to the Spartans. Celia loads up. Unable to get it over the net. Point goes to the Rams. Substitution by the Spartans. Serving for the Rams will be Hannah Morrison. We got it tied up at 10. Morrison drives the ball, just clearing the net. Difficult dig for the back row of the Spartans. Timeout called by Coach Gerard Hill for Sanford. After the timeout, Morrison sets up. She's ready to send it across. Ball short, hits the net, drops on the Rams sideline. Point goes to the Spartans. Serving now for the Spartans is Tori Lawrence. She sends it deep. Rams struggle to dig that one out. Point goes to the Spartans. That's an ace. I'm lucky to be joined now by Steve Walker up in the, I don't even think this is a press box. We're up here in the bleachers. So he's coming up and enjoying a little bit of the action. Volley back and forth. Finland able to send it deep. It's tipped out of bounds. Point again goes to the Spartans. Do you want to say something to the fans out there, Mr. Walker?
I wish I could be here to witness this. This is awesome.
Well, that's why we're trying to do a little commentary so the people at home can get a little bit of idea of the action. Lawrence sends it. Rams able to set that one up nicely. Mallory Bortz drives it home for the kill. Point goes to the Rams. Rams trail now by 1, 13-12 here in the third set. Ashley Robinson lines up deep. Jump serve. Spartans struggle to return that one. We got a tie game here in the third set at 13 after the Kennebunk point. She sends it back over. Spartans able to dig that one out. Eckelman able to tip that one over to deep back row. Tipped out of bounds. Point goes to the Spartans. Eckelman from the back row. Serve doesn't quite clear the net. We're back to a tie game. Substitution on the Kennebunk side. Jillian LaPointe will be serving for the Rams. She dribbles. Sends a high, deep serve to the Spartan side. 3-ball needed. Ball goes out of bounds. Point goes to the Rams. Grace Davey tips it over the net to the Kennebunk side. Unable to be returned by the Rams. Point goes to the Spartans. We're tied at 15. Grace Davey will be serving for the Spartans. She spins the ball, hits it over the top of the net. Kennebunk sets himself up, drives the ball. Finland able to dig that one out. Davey sets it up. Finland sends it to the back row. Point goes to the Spartans. Davey again will be serving. Davey sends it over. That one skimmed the top of the net, dropped it in right over top of the front row. Point goes to the Spartans. 2-point lead here in the third set. Bit of a knuckleball on that one. Davey unable to get the ball over the net on the serve. Point goes to the to the Rams, who now trail by 1. Samantha Fortin sends it over. Spartans were a little bit on their heels there. We're able to return the ball. See if we can set this up. Finland sends it deep. Kennebunk able to return it. Kennebunk puts it right over the top of the front row for the Spartans. Drops it in over their heads. Nobody there. Point goes to the Rams. Fortin sends it. Looks like there might be a little discussion as to whether or not the ball was in or out of bounds. They're going to replay the point. So we're still tied at 17 here in the third set. Samantha Fortin dribbles. Sends over the left-handed serve. Looks to be difficult to return by the Spartans. Point goes to the Rams on the deflection out of bounds. Serve clears. Davy sets up. Finland sends it over. Kennebunk returns to the Spartans. Again, Finland sends it deep. Rams able to dig it out. 3-ball needed to get over to the other side. Davy sets it up. Finland again slams it home. Kennebunk able to defend. Brask sends it back to the Spartans. Sage Study sends it deep. Point goes to the Spartans after the kill by Sage Study. Lillian Finland will be serving now for the Spartans. Finland drops it in over top of the net. Kennebunk able to tip it over. Here we go with the set. Needed a 3-ball to get it over for the Spartans. Kennebunk unable to get it back over. Playing a little bit on their heels there, and the Spartans get the point. Finland again will serve. The score tied at 19. Kennebunk sends it deep. Spartans play it. Sage Study unable to get the ball over the net for the kill. Drops on the Spartans side. Point goes to the Rams. Madeline Robbie Johnston will be serving for the Rams. Long jump serve, clears the net. Good dig. Nobody to pick up the second shot for the Spartans, who now trail 21-19 late in the third. Another excellent serve. Tipped over by Grace Davy. Net violation on the Kennebunk Rams. Gives the ball back to the Spartans with the point. Sage Study will be serving with the Spartans down 20-21. She sends a floater. Brask sends it. Blocked by Eckelman at the net. Point goes to the Spartans. We're all tied up at 21. Suddy sends it deep. A lot of heat on that one. Kennebunk unable to return. Ace for Study. Point. Spartans are now up 22-21. Sage spins the ball. Sends it over the net. Again, Kennebunk able to dig that. Spike by Kennebunk, blocked. Blocked by Eckelman, however they call a net violation. And there'll be some substitutes here. Serving for the Rams now is Rachel Brask. She sends it deep. Difficult ball to return. Study gets it over the net, gets the point for the Spartans. Little unconventional, but it works. Ella Van Giesen will be serving now for the Spartans, who are up by 1 very late here in the third set. She sends it over. Kennebunk able to dig that out. Going to need a 3-ball to get it over. Spartans get set up. Lawrence sends it back to the Rams side. Again, looks like a 3-ball. Blocked by Eckelman. Unable to block it a second time and send it home. Ball drops on the Sanford side. Point goes to the Rams. We are all tied up at 23 late in the third. Timeout called by Coach Gerard Hill and the Spartans. Hannah Morrison dribbles for the Rams. Sends it to the Spartans side. Defensive positioning by the Spartans. 3-ball needed to get it over to the Rams side. Spike by the Rams. Looked to be going a little long, but returned out of bounds. Point goes to the Rams, who now lead by 1. Morrison sends it over. Ball is short into the net. Tied up at 24. And Tori Lawrence will be serving for the Spartans. These will be critical points. Lawrence sends it over. Knuckleball. No rotation on the ball. Beautiful serve. Kennebunk spikes the ball into the net. Falls on the Kennebunk side. Point goes to the Spartans, who are now ahead 25-24. One more point needed. Lawrence sends it over. Kennebunk digs it out. Deep. Could not return the ball. Ball falls under the net. Drops on the Kennebunk side. That is the set. Spartans win the third set 26-24 and win the game. Outstanding game. Very quick pace tonight. Little quicker than it was on Saturday. So outstanding game by both teams. Again, you would think we were in the middle of the fall season, but here we are in the middle of March. Thank you, COVID. You all have a great night, and we'll see you next time.